Good afternoon. Thanks for hanging out with me one more day in our month of lives for the month of April. Today, we are going to be talking about building the perfect payment system. And really, what we're going to be doing today, guys, we're going to be jumping into all of the payment options, how you can collect money on your clients, several different ways, how to automate the process where you can, and how to simplify your collection process. So we're going to dive into it. When you get here, say hi to me. Let me know that you're here. I'd love to hear from you, and let me and yeah, just engage with me so I don't just sit here and have to talk to myself the whole time. It gets a little lonely on this side of the screen. All right, so let's hop in here. We're gonna get started, and let me shrink my screen for you here. All right. So today we're going to be going over all the different payment options, all the different strategies, all the ways that you can collect money from your clients, and how this is all set up, and then give you some ideas on ways that you can automate this process, different things that you can do with it. This one may not be as long as some of the other ones, but that's okay because we put a lot of time in with you guys over this past since the first here. So where we're going to go inside of your ProfitLifter account is we're going to come over to the left-hand side on the main menu. Hey, glad you could join me today. Sorry, it's not showing me who's joining me in the group here. Kim. Hey, Kim. Hey, Will. Glad you can make it. Glad to see you guys on here. All right, so we're going to hop over to the payments here, and we're going to spend all of our time in here today because there's a lot of really cool things that you can do, and I think this actually gets really important as you start jumping into like strategies for running promotions, for discounts, for affiliates, I like all sorts of things. But what we're going to start with is I'm going to give you a breakdown of everything that's included inside of your CRM. So that way you can just have kind of a base understanding of where you're starting and where things are going with it. So first off, the first page is going to pull you up to is invoices. This is going to give you an overview of how many invoices you have in draft, how many are due, how much you've received from them, and how many are overdue. Which I love this. There's like we send out invoices for some of our services, and I love just being able to look in here and see exactly where my numbers are, like how much we have outstanding. And like from a sales perspective, it gives you an idea of where you want to get started, who you want to be contacting, who you want to be, how you want to be jumping into your calls for the day. So under invoicing, under invoices, you're going to know you're going to notice two other sections down here. Um, these are going to be your recurring templates and then just templates as a whole. And let's just jump into, we're going to start on the template side. So if if you're talking with somebody and let's say you're cutting a special deal, or you've got something that you want to offer them, whatever need you have for this, this is going to let you create a custom invoice for it. So first thing, it's going to have you select, you put your logo up there. This will automatically populate for you. It'll have all your company information up here. Again, this is a demo account, but if you want to change it, you can do that as well. For if it doesn't populate in the way you want, however you want to go about that. Next is going to be the build to. Right now, I don't have any contacts in this CRM, so it's not in this instance. So it's not actually going to let me pull that. But what that will look like is it will let you. Actually, it's not going to do it here because, sorry, we're in the templates, not the actual invoices. But this is going to show you the company, person's information, invoice number, issue date, due date, all that. And then it's going to have the button that they can pay. From here, what you're doing next is you're actually telling you're telling the system what products you're going to be invoicing from. So when you come here, this is going to let you select from your products, which we're going to get into a little bit later in this training. Or if you don't have it set up, which I love this flexibility inside of the CRM. If you don't have a product set up, and let's say like it's kind of a side deal, or let's just say, you know what, I'm gonna consult with you for an hour. So you can just say 1 hour consult. Digital goods. This would actually be a service, I think. Price name. We're just gonna call it consult, and then you would put in the price. So let's say you're charging $200 an hour. Now, if you just put this in as save, it's going to save this product as it is, just for this template or this occurrence. But if this is something that you know that you're going to use over and over and over again, all you have to do is come down here and click save for later, and it'll add it to your product list. So we're going to do that now just so you can see it when we get over in the product section. And you can see right there, it's there. Now the other side is that, like, if you know there's going to be different hours, or if you have like a minimum, like let's say you're going to do a minimum of 2 hours or whatever, you would put that in here. Next thing you want to do is have an item description in here. And again, if you already have your product set up, that item description should just populate in right from there. And you can see, and again, we're just setting up a template for right now, but it's just letting you see how it all works. If you want to have a discount in here, you can set up percentages. This is really good if you want to make somebody feel all warm and fuzzy, like if you're advertising normal price and then having that in there. And then notes and terms. This is a great place to put terms, conditions. If there's any caveats, just recapping conversations, reminding people what it's for, setting it all up in there. And then all you have to do is click save, and now you have a template. So now if you come, now using your templates is actually really simple. All you need to do is come down here and you'll see the template name. You're going to click the 3 buttons, and then you can say use one time or use reoccurring, or you can edit it if you need to. So for this instance, we're just going to say use one time, and then it's going to ask, who is this invoice for? You're going to add a client. Look, it's me. So we're going to put me in here, say it's $200, or let's say I do more, let's say it's 2. You can adjust how many, the quantity of it in here if you need to. And again, you're creating this invoice for somebody, so it lets you, you can add additional items. So if there's other items that are in here that need to be in here for whatever reason, you can do that as well. And I love this because it just gives you that flexibility that, like, if you have add-on services, if you've got other things that you want to charge for, it gives you that flexibility of doing that. And then once you're ready for it, you can copy and mark as sent, or you could just click send, and it's going to automatically email it to your contact record there. And then if you want to preview it, you can do that here and let you see what it looks like. No payment method found. Of course, it's a demo account. And then, yeah, it's really that simple. So copy and mark sent. The thing I like about the copy and mark sent is that, I believe, yeah, it actually copies. You notice how up here I just pasted. This actually copies the URL for the invoice. So this is really handy if you want to just email somebody the invoice directly or send it to them over chat. But I'm going to show you some ways that you can collect money from them over like text messages, things like that as well. All right, so that's invoices. Any questions on invoices, let me know. But the next thing you can do is set up a recurring template. So like if you have a subscription and you're collecting on invoices from monthly, you can set it up that way and use it the same way. And it's the same functions, all works out the same way. Now, some of the other things to keep in mind, you got a help button here that if you have any questions, you can text it right there. But this gear icon is going to help you with your settings on the invoices, where if you have a specific logo that you're using, let's just throw that one in there. You can put it in there. You can change your name, change your phone number, and this is just going to all be how it looks on the invoice. Email configuration, if you want to make it from your company every time, you would type that in here. So we would say like hello@profitlifter.com. And now every time we create an invoice, it's going to come from ProfitLifter at hello@ProfitLifter. Invoice title and terms. If you don't call it an invoice, I don't know what else you would call it, but if you have another name for it, you can put that in here. The terms and the notes. This may be this could be something like if you have standard language inside of the terms, you would set it up there. Due date settings. This is going to be automatically how long all of your invoices are due for. Now you can tweak each one of them, but like if you go in here, if you know that just on average you don't want invoices hanging out for more than 7 days out there, you can set it up for 7 days and handle it that way. Oh, canceled out of it. Let's go back in here. Custom fields. If there's more information that you would like to put in there for whatever reason, maybe you can add your custom fields. And then notifications. Customer notifications, you can actually create an email template and choose it from here. So that way, if you don't want to use the system generated one, you can do that. SMS, same thing. If you want, if you the SMS template this is the one that's going to be found under your marketing. Let me show you where these are at. It's going to be under your marketing templates snippets. So let's just say we're going to invoice info here. And then with your custom values, the other thing you can do is you can come in here to, let's see where it's at. Oh, I don't think it lets you put your payment information in this one. Here we go. Yeah, invoice information. You can actually put in a URL for the invoice. So this is really handy because, like, if you have specific language that you want to go out for your text message, you could do that here. And let's just come back here and refresh so the system catches up, and I'll show you what this looks like. And we're going to go back to notifications, customer notifications, SMS, and you can see invoices right there. And then subject is going to be whatever it is, invoice company name, invoice received. If you want to change all this up, I'm just showing you where it's at so you know where it's at. If the payment's successful, the email that goes out, the text message that comes out, invoice payment failed, auto payment information. They just let you customize everything. So if you want to change up your email templates, you want to change up how things are coming with your SMS, and you can even turn them off and on if you want to make it where, hey, we don't want to notify them if their payment fails, we just want to call them. You could do that. So handy stuff there under the settings while you're getting things going. So that's the invoices. Now, before we move over to this next section of the documents and contracts, the next thing I want to show you is the products. And some of this stuff is new. You see right there, the collections. That's actually a brand new feature in here. But your products, this is a list of all the different services, all the products that you have, everything that's in place. Now, one of the things that I'm going to show you today is, like, as you're setting up your products, one thing that I see that people do is, like, they'll say, hey, I'm going to run a sale for this, and they'll jump in and they'll try to create a product just for that sale. And it's the same as some of the other ones, but there's an easier way to go about this. But with your products, there's two different ways that you can use this. Like, if you're using Stripe, you can import it from Stripe. I don't have Stripe connected on this, so it's not going to work that way. But you can import, you can connect it with Stripe. You can import products that you set up in Stripe if you already have them there, or you can just come up here, click create a product, and we're going to say, just say CRM access. And down here, we'll put a description of all the cool stuff you get with Profit Lifter. This isn't professional. Like, I wouldn't send this out to somebody. It's just a demo. If you have an image that you want to use with it, you can do that. We're just going to throw that in there just for the giggles. Product collection. This is a new one, but let's just play with it for a second. So let's just call this CRM. Additional options going to be SEO title. Okay, SEO description, collection, CRM. So we're going to say CRM access, CRM SEO description, and click add. So you can actually put them under a different collection. I'm not exactly sure what this does yet, so I'm still learning. This is, like I said, this is new. Now down here under your products, when you're setting up your products, thinking through your pricing is going to be important. And I'm going to show you how you can structure this if, like, you're doing a setup fee, and then you have a monthly payment, or all the different options. So first thing you're going to notice, there's only really two options for setting for how you can collect, because that's all there is. You have a one-time payment or you have a recurring payment. So one-time payment's very straightforward, where you could say the amount is $9.97, compare at price, let's say it's $14.97. And if you have inventory, if you're dealing with inventory, you could do that. but it's also a good way to, like, if you want to create a scarcity, or if you're like, look, I can only handle like 4 of these a month, so we're only going to do 4, so we're just going to say 4. And then down here, price description, um, this is where when somebody's looking at it, underneath the price, it's going to have a description of what all is included with it. That's where you put this in. You're limited to 127 characters, so you need to be just need to think through that. The other thing is down here you have a membership offer, and how this works is if you create a membership site. So let's say you create something like members.profitlifter.com, members.yourcompany.com. You're using the membership inside of the CRM. If you go to learning, you see we've got all of these courses that they can actually that you can give them access to. So let's say, yes, we're going to do a membership offer, and then from there, you'd be able to come in and say, hey, if you buy this, we're gonna include this special click and play library or whatever it is, whatever your membership is. But this will automate them signing them up for your membership courses. This is really important for those of you guys who are trying to create memberships, that you want to have like online courses, you want to be offering your education, putting that stuff out there. Doing this automates the process, so when somebody pays, that they can instantly get access to the membership area, which is a really good thing, especially like if you're charging for it. So that's the one-time payment. Let's look at the recurring payment, because this gets a little more in depth. So with the recurring payment, this is where you're going to tell it how much it is and all of that. So let's say you're selling it at $9.97, or you want to set up a recurring payment and just sell it for $97, and we'll just put this at $149 because it makes sense. Now you're going to be able to determine what is your billing period, like how long are you going to bill them for? Are you going to bill them daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, or custom? Custom could be like you say, hey, you're going to get charged every quarter. You would do it that way. You'd be able to program that in here. For right now, we're going to stick with monthly because it's just nice and easy. Next, you have the ability to set up a trial period. So if you're selling a membership course, you want to get them in, give them a couple days, like 7 days, something like that. You can set up a trial, or if you're offering a trial as part of your marketing package, you could put that in there. Number of payments. I like this. I really like this number of payments, because this gives you the ability to turn off or not turn off their access, but basically set up like an installment payment. So we said, hey, this is a $9.97 one-time payment, but now you can come in here and go, or it's 12 payments of $97. So you can say after 12 payments, it'll stop collecting payments. So it will just turn off from there and let it do its thing. Next, you have your setup fee, and we're going to get into. So when we jump into the setup fee, let me show you a great example of how this works. We're going to go look at your Credit Suite Rockstars. We're going to look at your pricing pages. You see, we've got like the payment option under the accelerator program: $9.97 setup, $297 a month for 10 months. Where that comes in, so we're going to say we're going to put in our setup fee of $9.97, and then the price is $297 a month for 10 months. Now, if you just set this up and you ran it this way, and just hit save and it went from there, what's going to happen is it's going to charge the $9.97 and the $297 at the same time. So what this, how the trial period works with this is you're going to set the trial period for the actual recurring cost to come in. So you have to think of it this way: a setup fee is different than your recurring fee. And so unless you tell the system that there's a time difference between the two, it's going to run them both at the same time. So what you're doing is you put in your setup fee, and then you put in how long it's going to be, and then it will kick over into your recurring fee after that trial period is over. Make sense? You guys following along so far? Any questions? If you have any questions, just throw them in the chat. I got you guys all pulled up and watching for you here. Next, and these are all going to be, these are all your additional options. All this stuff's going to be the same down here, under that side. So the other thing that you can look at with while you're setting up your products is, here we go. Additional, add another price. If you if you have, let's say you have one product, and let's say we're going to call it the accelerator, and you say, okay, you know what, our primary product, we're going to do $9.97, $2.97 a month for 10 months, or we could do like the accelerator full pay, and this one we're going to give you a discount if you pay for it in full. You save about $1,000, and so you would put like compared to $39.97. So this gives you the ability to have like a pay in full option and a paid in full option and the monthly payment option. So it looks like we have a question here. Can we negotiate the setup fee within the system? That is a great question. Let's see. That's James who asked that. Okay, so James, let me show you where this is going to come in. Is if you're negotiating. So when you're setting up these products are really going to be designed for. These products are going to be more designed for having them or having it listed on your site. So like if they're going through and it's an automated sale or you're just following up with them, it's going to already be programmed in. So you can't really do that inside of the products. Where you do that though is you can actually, there's a couple of places that you can do that. First one is the invoices, like I showed you, like what we were showing before, that if you come in here and you create an invoice, you can actually, that's where you can negotiate, just come in and set up the invoice for them from there. Now, the other thing that I would do, let me think through that. So what I'm thinking through on that question is, here's actually great question, because this actually leads us into the next thing that I was going to show you. Coupons. Coupon codes are the way that you can actually get in and make that work. So instead of when they go to their checkout page, let's see if we've got one. Okay, we're going to make up some information. Demo at popularfood.com, 816-555-5551. Yeah, that's all right. You've been here every day with me, man. All good. I appreciate you being here. Maine, Raymore, Mo, 64083, country, United States. Next. I just want to show you the payment form. There's no products in here because again, this is a demo. But anytime when you do this, you can actually give them a coupon code that they can apply right here, which will knock that off. So what that looks like inside of here is if you go into coupons, you can create a coupon code. So let's just say 50% off setup for whatever reason. So with that, you can do you can either type what you want the code to be, or you can just come over here and click generate. I always like to try to make it somewhat symbolic. So we'll just call it like start, or we'll call it start 50 start, something like that. Whatever you're going to be comfortable with. So that way, when you're talking with them, or if you're emailing them back and forth, and they're like, hey, I'm going to give you this discount code. Now you can create a coupon that when they're checking out, they would just go start 50, apply, and it's going to automatically take it off of that, take it off of there. So coupon. Now with the coupon, you can do two different ways. You can do a percentage off. So let's say if it's the 50%, like you were talking about, James, you can come in here and do 50. Or you could do a fixed coupon of, hey, is it $50 off, $200 off, whatever, and put it in there. Put your start date, set your start time. And this is something that's important, because if you don't, then well, this is why, because the other thing that I love about this is you can actually put a scarcity value on here and like, hey, look, I can give you the discount, but it's only gonna expire at midnight on Friday, so you need to get in and make your payment before then. And the other thing that's really cool about this is you can actually limit the number of coupons that can be redeemed. Now, let's think through some strategies. How can we use this little tactic right here with limiting the number of times a coupon can be redeemed for a promotion? So let's think Black Friday. Let's say you're doing a 50% off your setup fee, and like you're really giving them a steep discount. You're like, look, it's normally $9.97. I'm gonna give you 50% off, making it about $500. But this is only available to the first 10 people that register. So now you're able to have a scarcity sale. You can say, look, we're only going to do this for a limited number of people. Let's get in here and do that. Can that number be shown to a customer as a scarcity tactic? You know what? We're going to actually try this. I believe I'm not 100% sure about that. Let's test it and find out. The other thing is you can limit to one use per customer. This sounds great, but in reality, like the CRM is not going to know if it's if a customer uses a different email address and phone number. Like for example, I could go on your website and get it for me, use my Profit Lifter email account and my Profit Lifter phone number, and then turn around and do it again under my personal email and personal cell phone number. So that just know that ability is there, but there are workarounds that people can use. And then the other thing is you can limit this coupon to selected products and offers. Excuse me, meaning that, and this is going to be helpful because, like, if you're, well, let's do this. We're gonna look at this with a inside of the Ultimate system here. So if we go and let's create a coupon here. We're just going to do this real quick. 50%, start 50, coupon 50, date April 10th. Yep, that works. That could be used for meetings to give a discount. Absolutely, yeah. That's a great use for it, is doing that. 12 p.m. I'm gonna set this at 10. Okay, so now we're only gonna set this up for the accelerator. Let's just do it for the full pay. Let's just say you're running a discount saying, hey, if you pay it in full, I'm gonna knock. Let's do a little more realistic. Let's say you just get aggressive. You're like, look, I'm gonna knock $1,000 off for Black Friday. First 10 people, limit one per customer. And this next one you also see has also apply to recurring future payments if applicable. Wow. So now I changed my mind. Now I want to play with it on the percentage base. So let's just put that at 50% off. And we're going to turn this off because you still want, like I would still want the recurring payments to be able to do that. So we're going to hit create. And let's come back over here. And we're going to set up, we're going to make sure our products are tied into our order form real quick. Accelerator order products, add product. I don't know if it's going to let us add the products because there we go. Okay, so the product's available. It just the payment system isn't set up in there. So let's just come back here. Let's try this again. Next. Okay, so good. It does show us. So we're going to let's do start 50. See all this fancy dancy. Let's take a look at our coupons. Let's make sure start 50, 50% off. Oh, it's that's why it's not active yet. There we go. Now it's active. There we go. So no, it actually doesn't show you how many are available with that. That would actually be really cool. That would be something. Um, I want to see. I think there is a way. Pull up my Todoist account. So I think there is a way that we can that you can manipulate that scarcity coupon display. Okay, sorry. I wanted to take that note. That is actually a great point, James. I really like that. I really like that idea of having that on there, of having that scarcity. I need your brain for 24 hours. I know. Now see why Brett is so knowledgeable. Yeah. If you got my brain for 24 hours, it may drive you a little bit crazy because there's a lot of squirrels running around in here, but they're really good. But the way that you would do this, if you wanted to set this up as a scarcity model, how would you do this? You could create an automation. You would create a custom value that shows how many are left, and then from there you would create an automation that if somebody orders, so like you would set up the order form as your trigger. If somebody orders, then -1, and then add that to the custom value. It sounds complex, but it's actually not as complex as it sounds. But you could build that out in there, and I think that's probably why they don't have it in there. But still cool. But that's your coupon codes for you. So and using that for meetings could be a discount. And one of the things that you could look at is you could use that as a sales tactic as well. If I wanted to, uh, let's say I wanted to really encourage people to meet with me first, and like I wanted to sit down, I wanted to talk with them, I would say $29.97. But then instead of just having it go there, I would actually put it in here as a unique value proposition of, hey, if you schedule an appointment with me, I'm going to give you $1,000 off your setup fee. Where now you're giving them a reason to sit down and talk with you, and they feel like there's even more value tied to this consultation, to be able to get them in and get more people signing up for those consultations. So okay, so that is your coupon settings. Like I said, a lot of cool things that you can do with that. The thing that I like about the coupon settings, the thing that I like about the coupon settings is that this lets you create your solid product, but then you can just use your coupons for promos. So if you're, instead of like going through creating different products, mapping that out into QuickBooks, figuring out where everything needs to go, tying it to your automation sequences, blah blah blah, all the things that go along with it. Now you still have your product intact. You just create a coupon code for it, so that as people are coming through and they're checking out, they can get the discount and keep all your automations and keep the rest of your system intact. So that's your coupon codes. A lot of cool things that you could do there. This can also work for your affiliate program, which, remember, heads up, we are doing this on Friday. We are diving in hot and heavy on Friday about the affiliate program. I'm going to show you how you can integrate it into your CRM, just from top to bottom, how it all works, getting it all in there, and just walking you through the process as I'm going, as I'm setting it up. So, but you can actually assign coupon codes specifically for affiliates as well. So one of the things, like when you're working on like an affiliate program, part of your negotiations could be like, especially like as you get into like bigger partners, bigger affiliates, like more of the JV side of things, you can look at this. You could go to them and say, I'm going to give you your own promo code. And so instead of saying, hey, I'm going to pay you 20%, you can say, hey, I'm going to give you 10% off, and then just pay you 10% override on everything from there. A lot of different ways that you can structure that, but the coupons are one of the best settings that you can use in this process, or use to be able to offer sales and discounts. So that's your coupons. That's where that's going to be. Next, let's talk about your documents and contracts. This is a newer feature. But this is something that we've been using. We've been using a lot of it lately, and I love this because this is going to show you. I'm going to show you what this looks like. So um, I'm gonna play dirty with some of you guys. So if somebody forced me today, if Ty called me and say, hey, you know what? I don't like Profit Lifter anymore. You need to become a Credit Suite partner, and you have to go out here and sell this. Here's what I would do. I would come in here and I would I would still use the same website. I would put all this together. But what I would do is I would come in here and we're going to say we're going to create a new template. And I'm going to in here this it doesn't look like a lot, but if you've ever put together a proposal for somebody, this is going to give you everything that you need to put together a very thorough proposal. So you have text elements, images, videos, tables, product lists, page breaks, and then there's fillable forms in here that they can actually do e-signs, that they can add text fields, that they can add dates, they can initial in here. So let's just take this for example. We're going to have ChatGPT put one together for me because I just don't even want to think about this right now. Create a quick proposal for a consulting fee for $200. And let's let the robots do my job for me real quick. Now, I'm going to show you this. This again, next week we're going to dive into ChatGPT. If you notice, when ChatGPT kicks out my results for me, I actually programmed it so that it will always use the custom values inside of the CRM. So that way, as I'm writing content in here, I don't ever have to go into I don't ever have to go and choose it. It's just automatically pulling it from the CRM. The other thing, I'm just going to show you this real quick, just because we're here, and this training is moving along a lot faster. So, okay. Now, if you've used ChatGPT, I'm sure you've ran into like the way that it highlights things, the bullet points, the bold things like that. The way that it sets it up is a little bit different than like if you're in Google Docs. Like if you're using Google Docs, it's using HTML. If you're building on a website, it's using HTML. But in ChatGPT, it actually uses what's called Markdown. So this is there's a website. It's called Markdown to HTML, and I'm going to share that in the chat for you guys here. But like I said, we'll get into this more next week. This is just, I'm here, so I want to show it to you. But like you notice, I put this Markdown to HTML, and hit B. Oh, come on. Messed up. Let's try it again. We're going to copy, paste. There we go. And you notice now it puts it in HTML. So all I have to do is come in here. We're going to copy. We're going to paste this in here. And it pastes it nice and easy. Now, the other side that I love about this, so like I said, I'd have my template in here that's going to be a proposal that I would send out to every client. The other thing that I would do is I would create a video for it. And you can embed the video right here. So when they get the proposal, it would be directly from you. So like if I wanted to if I was like for especially like as I'm just getting started and it's me talking with them, I would just hop on Loom, record a Loom video, download it, and upload it here, nice and easy. Yeah, because so it only allows YouTube, Vimeo, and Wistia and Vidyard to paste the URL in here. So you may need to. So if that's the case, yeah, I was thinking you could upload them in here. So with that being the case, with YouTube, I would actually just create a YouTube video to put in here, and I would just mark it unlisted, so that way it doesn't show up in any searches or on my channel or anything. But imagine this: now they get this email, and you've got this proposal. They just heard a pitch from you, and now they pull up a video, and they're like, "Hey, let's explain the process. This is what you're getting with it." So it's just creating more opportunities to convert. And then you put your proposal in there. And then you can go, okay, now I want them to sign it down here. You see it's running out of space down here. Add more space. We're going to add our signature down here. This is where they're going to sign. Let's say you want them to initial or tell you what date it is. They'll enter the date there. Like, as you can see, it's pretty straightforward. Like if you're asking them questions that you need them to fill out, you can have them put that in there. And then initials, like if you want them to initial anything at any point, you would do that. And this is going to work just like an e-sign, and it counts as an e-sign because it is an e-sign, so it's collecting all their information. The other thing that we want to do is you see down here at the bottom you have a product list. This is something that you want to put in here. Where did it go? Oh, it moved all my stuff around. Of course it did. So we're just actually going to put this on another page. We're going to grab product list. We're going to put it right here. And now with the product list, now James, you had asked about, like, if you're negotiating with somebody, this could be another way that you do it. You have a proposal that you send out to them. It's got a video. Oh, it moved my product list up here at the top. First one. That's all good there. So you'd have your video, you got your content, you have them sign, you have them do all that. Then down here, you can actually put in your products that they're assigning, and then you can actually add a discount. For this one, since we're setting up the template, we're not going to do that. We're not going to put it in there, but I want to show you how to use the template. So now we hit save, and our template, your template is going to be available to send out to somebody. Let me show you this. Once it reloads, this actually works really nice together, because we're going to go Documents and Contracts, Template, and we're going to click Use Template. Now, up here, you're going to notice you've got property, you've got all your stuff up here. You're going to assign the client that it's going to go to. So let's say I'm sending it to myself. Primary signer, looks great, and it's all there. Now, if you want to offer a discount in here, you can say, okay, you know what? I'm going to give you 25% off because you're awesome. So that will put the discount in there that you can do, and then all you have to do, let's see. Yep, all you have to do is click send, and it will email the proposal, and you can send via email or share via link. So we're just going to hit send via email. Now there's one more setting in here that I need to find for you, because this kind of ties this whole system in together. Oh yeah, it's under our first page. We're going to go to settings right here. Now, these settings are going to be a little bit different than the invoices, because the settings in here is just for the documents and contracts. So again, if you want a different email template, you can do that. Document received, you've got that right there. Team notification, you can, however you want to set that up, if you have a specific template that you want to use. But this is what I want to show you. Product invoicing. You can actually create this so that it automatically sends out the invoice from the product that you set up for them at the beginning. So all you have to do is come in here and click that, click save, and now anytime you send a document or a contract out, as long as it has your product list in there, it will automatically send out the invoice to the client as soon as they sign. So it's going to let them sign, then it's going to turn around and send them the invoice. And then you're going to be able to track all your invoices, watch all your invoices right through the CRM here, on the invoices page right here. So it'll show up under the invoices. And you can see right there, you got my invoice for $400. That's what it looks like. So a lot of cool things that you can do with that, like just really handy little, really handy way of being able to interact with customers, especially like if you're dealing, like let's say you're dealing with a higher end client, you've got a customer, you've got a high value client that you're working with. You want to send a proposal to, you want to offer more, just clean it up, make it look good. That's where you're going to do that, is under the documents and contracts. Okay, so let's keep rolling. Got a couple more minutes here. Next we're gonna come over here and look at orders. Orders has two different parts of it. First one's going to be an abandoned checkout. The abandoned checkout's really handy because, well, let's see if it just shows. So if we're going to hop over in our staging, yeah, it doesn't show any, it doesn't show the abandoned checkout yet. Let's see. Yeah, it's not showing me that. But abandoned checkout is going to let you see if somebody abandons the cart, and like if they go through the first step of the order form, but they don't go through the second form, you can keep track of that under your abandoned checkout. Orders is just going to be a list of everybody who's ordered from you, whatever products. It's just an overview that lets you see everything. Really handy for keeping track of like the income that's coming in, what's going on. Next, you have your subscriptions. That if somebody's on a subscription model and they're paying you, it's going to let you see all of that. You can filter your views by like payment status, if they're in a trial, if they're active, if they're overdue, if it's unpaid, if it's canceled, or if it failed, if it's incomplete, expired, whatever you want to search that by. You can look at the mode. Is so the only two modes there are in the payments are live mode and test mode. Live mode is when it's actually active, so it's connecting with your merchant account or your Stripe or PayPal account and running the payment. Test mode is just that. It gives you the ability to test out your payment forms and work through that. And then you can look through, then you can select what sources. So like if you want to say, okay, you know what, we have a funnel running, I want to see how my funnels are performing. Or if you have your payments just on your website, you can monitor it there. And then you've got your download button here that you can download all of your subscriptions, everything right through that. Now, transactions are kind of the same thing. Transactions are kind of like I view transactions as a cross between the orders, the subscriptions, and the payments. So the transactions are going to be when payments are actually ran. Orders, they may be in a trial, so it may show $0. But the transaction is going to give you a report of all the transactions that have ran through the CRM. Now, this is not going to pull something from Stripe. Like, let's say you're using Stripe and you've integrated it with another platform. It's not going to show anything that you run manually. It's only going to show you the transactions that have happened inside of the CRM itself. So it doesn't really work outside of that. And same thing, you have your filters here, your downloads, all of that. You can sort by range, find everything that you need there. Products, we went over that. Let's talk about payment links. Payment links are really handy because you can basically create a short code that would be, let's add a product. We're going to say it's the 1-hour consult. Require customers to add a phone number. Okay, let's make sure we have that. Click. If you want to collect the customer's address, you can do that. If you want to allow coupon codes, you can put that in there as well. And then call to action. You can say pay, book, donate, whatever. So let's say it's consult, so we're going to have them pay to book. They're going to pay $200 to book. Branding is going to be yeah, if you want it powered by, and this is going to be your company name. So this will be powered by your business name, or if you just want to put your business name down here, you can do that. And then this lets you test it or not. And this is what it looks like. Just doing this right here. You click save. Now let's go back here and let's look at our links. So you see the URL link. All you have to do is come over here and copy it. And then we're going to paste. And it looks just like this. So where this is handy is inside of the actual system here. You can hop in and you see the little money sign. You can request payment right from here with them and send it out. Or you can add different items. Yeah, it's just really a quick and easy way. The other thing is that with this, let's go back here, and that request payment is actually a little bit of a different way of looking at it. But the payment link is like if they click the button, it's going to pop up. It's going to pop up this page, whatever page that was. Where'd it go? Ah, here it is. It's gonna pop up this page. Like if you say, "Hey, book now," they click it. It's going to pull this up and ask for their payment. and collect all their information from there. Usually under this part, it's going to have your credit card information. All of that stuff's going to be under there. We don't have a merchant tied to this account, so it's not going to show up in there. So that's your payment links, subscriptions, coupons, settings. This is pretty straightforward. Receipts, enable automatic sales receipts. You can name it. You can change all of this stuff from accounting. Make sure that everything shows up uniform in here. Taxes, if you're collecting or if you have to charge for taxes and collect for taxes, you can do that. Your notifications are in here as well. So if you need to, if it's an abandoned cart, you can actually have an email that send to the customer that says, "Hey, your payment's still sitting there," and work with it that way. And then shipping and delivery is if you're charging for shipping and delivery, like if you're selling T-shirts, anything like that, or something that you're actually delivering. So that's kind of a rundown of the payment system. Like I said, there's a lot of options. This is actually the reason I love the platform. This is one of the best options for collecting payments. It's right inside of your CRM. Your entire sales team can use it. Your staff can use it. You can log everything, track it, and you can integrate everything with QuickBooks so that any payments that are being ran, you can just import them into QuickBooks automatically from there. And you still have your options of using Stripe, PayPal, Authorize.net, or NMI to be able to connect your payment gateways. So that's all I got for you guys for today on the payments. Hope this training gave you guys some good ideas and different ways that you can use your invoicing. You can use invoices. You can use payment links. You can use coupons, set up different products. But this is very good to know because this is how you collect money from your clients. So as you're creating new products, as you're creating new ways of pitching and selling your service, get in here, play around with it, find some different ways that make sense to you. And if you have any questions, let us know. Looks like we have one quick question here. Does it make sense to have more than one payment gateway? Always makes sense to have more than one payment gateway. You should always have multiple ones. But like for running them, I would probably just connect one at a time inside of here because it's only going to pick from, it's usually going to pick from Stripe if you have that. But you always want to have redundancies. You always want to back up in case your merchant account goes down. You've got to always be able to collect money. So if it's Stripe, if it's NMI, Authorize.net, whatever route you're going, always make sure that you have backup. That's a great question there on that. Yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Appreciate you hanging out with me as always. And hey, for those of you guys who have hung out with me to the end, I see there's about 5 of you hanging out. Tomorrow is my birthday. It's the big 45. I'm going to be doing a special live stream. It's going to be a sales live stream. And this is going to be geared for you guys if you have clients that need websites, anything like that. This is going to be one of the lives that you could share with them. The other thing that I'm rolling out for my birthday is we finally got our payment system wrapped up for our affiliate program. So for my birthday, you guys get an affiliate program, and you guys have the opportunity to refer clients to Profit Lifter and make money with us and with that. So is your band going to be there? No, but actually this weekend we're doing a little backyard party for my birthday. So, but yeah. So just come and make sure you're hanging out with us tomorrow, and a lot of fun stuff. But like I said, we're gonna be rolling out our affiliate program to you guys tomorrow, so that you guys can sign up. You can get started. If you share the live and people come in, I'll show you how you can tie in your affiliate link with that to use that. And we pay people on Keith's birthday. Absolutely, that's what we do. It's my birthday. I want to help you make money, so that's what we do. All right, you guys are awesome. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow, and